I accidentally leaned on Anne's shoulder while sleeping. The next second, she actually took off her sock and stuffed it into my mouth. Soon, I woke up gasping for air. I looked at the bright sock in my hand, then at Anne's foot, and instantly understood what was going on.
Did you do that?
You need to snore less. You're not at home.
Why didn't you tell me? I would stop.
I tried. Jerk.
Realizing talking was useless, I pulled a sharp knife from my pocket, cut her sock in half. Then under her shocked gaze, I stuffed the sock pieces into her ears as earplugs and leaned my head back on her shoulder. But to my surprise, Anne refused to back down. She pulled out a razor from her bag and started shaving my beard.
Are you out of your mind?
I teach you some manners.
You're psycho!
When she saw she was losing ground, she shouted for the driver to throw me off the bus. I told the driver to kick this witch out instead, hearing me call her a witch. Anne grabbed a cup of coffee and splashed it at me. I dodged it in time, but the passenger next to me wasn't so lucky. In the end, we were both thrown off the bus by the driver. Anne kept nagging non-stop, blaming everything on me. I could only apologize to calm her down and said now wasn't the time to argue. The most important thing was to find another ride and get out of this deserted place. But after trying several times, I found there was no signal at all to leave faster. I raised my hand to try to stop a car, but no driver was willing to stop. Seeing this, Anne quickly lifted her skirt, trying to use her charm to attract passing drivers, to look more like a helpless single lady. She even told me to hide behind a tree. Soon, a red car stopped in front of her. Anne immediately put on a pitiful face, begging the driver for help, saying she was being followed by a crazy man. The driver looked at me sneaking behind the tree and believed every word she said. He even helped her with her luggage and let her get in. I was furious but didn't bother to explain. But when the car drove away, something felt wrong. The driver's eyes looked too strange. A few minutes later, I saw the car pulled over on the roadside. I walked up and peered through the window.
Excuse me, sir? Can I help you?
I asked the driver where Anne was. He said she had gotten out and walked away. I immediately knew he was lying. Anne and I were headed to the same place. She would never get off in the middle of nowhere. I demanded he open the trunk, but instead he pulled out a gun and told me to back off. My heart raced, but right then, I saw a sock slide out from under the car. I realized she was inside. I lunged forward while he was distracted, grabbed the gun, and pinned him down, then stuffed the sock into his mouth. Thanks to my help, Anne was finally safe. Afterward, she asked me in confusion why I risked my life to save her when she had humiliated me and tried to leave me behind.
Just because you acted like a jerk doesn't mean you're alone. Maybe you just had a bad day or a bad week or even a bad month.